Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai haere mai ki Tauranga. Welcome into the Mercury Baypark Arena for the Sky Broadband Rapid League. We're entering round 9 and the Tauranga Whai host the Taranaki Airs. I'm Taylor Johnson. Joining me is Torfin Crystal Ledger-Walker for this one. Crystal, there's been quite a bit of movement in both teams from the last time that they did come up against each other. But the Whai got the win 42-34 in their last meeting. How do you see it playing out today?
Yeah, I'm excited to see this matchup. You're right, there's a few new players for both sides, and it also feels like this break has been forever. I feel like we haven't seen NZNBL in so long, so I'm excited for this one. But yeah, I can't even call it yet. I'm excited to see how it unfolds with the likes of Jalen Duran stepping in for the Airs.
The Whai are 8-3, the Airs 3-7, but you said the name right there, Duran. I think he is going to make a difference for this Airs team. Obviously, it's very important to get some wins because it does contribute to the NZNBL, which we have tipping off at 7 p.m. The starting five for the Airs: Exeter Adam, Taufa, Hoiata and Cornell. Anyone stand out for you?
Definitely Scotty Taufa is the main one I'm looking at in that starting lineup. He has been hot. He's been the main scoring option for the Airs, so hopefully he'll get going early in this Rapid League game.
The Airs playing in the traditional strip, and for the Tauranga Whai, the home team, Wade, Greensill, Masters, Belcher and Komoana. And I really like the look of Xander Masters this year.
Yeah, Masters was great. He started the season really hot, in great form. Went away with that New Zealand select team, so we haven't seen him in these Whai colours in a little while. So I'm excited to see if he's still got that hot streak when he puts on a Whai uniform.
Speaking of the uniforms, absolutely love them. They are looking good. The Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. Talk us through these stats.
Yeah, pretty even in terms of points per game, shots per game. Made threes, we know the Whai like to light it up. They recruit shooters. That's their team style. You know, they want to put up those big numbers. But yeah, those last 5 games for the Airs, looking a little bit rough, so they'll definitely want to get back in that win column.
Match officials Reese Hamilton, Bryn Watson and Olivia Murray. And the last time these two teams played, Denhambrook and Jet Thompson were in the starting 5 in the Rapid League game, both elevated to start in the cells. Between them, they had 22 points, so that could be a determining factor here.
Yeah, definitely a lot of scoring power missing for this normal Whai Rapid League squad, but a lot of opportunities for these players to step up into some bigger scoring roles.
It will be the Taranaki Airs with first possession in the Sky Broadband Rapid League games for 4-minute quarters. Kicking it out, good ball movement to start off with. Trying to look for the 3-ball early.
We see this combination of Aquinas players for the Whai. They had some games that they missed away with their high school team at the 3-on-3 Nationals where they were champions there. So some hot young talent coming through this Whai franchise.
Yeah, they've got 4 rookies in their Rapid League team through the Tauranga Whai, and yes, quite a few of them still at school. He is looking for the first points of the game. Going in is Cornell. And with the finish too, got the roll off the backboard.
I like that take from him, big body, down low. I think he has the size advantage on Jaden Belcher.
Masters looking for an option, goes out wide. Oh, that's a money ball.
High money, Komoana, absolute sniper from outside. He is a very versatile big man.
Another one of those Aquinas College players is Komoana in his rookie season. With the Whai, that is not the correct score, but we will get that updated for you as soon as we can. Wade gets the ball on. How's the footwork and the roll coming in from Komoana? Back-to-back points.
Beautiful take from him. Had that mismatch on Xavier Adams. But Hoiata going straight back at him inside.
Nice footwork as well. Hoiata in close quarters with the response. Another 3-ball flying. This time from Greensill.
Great setup by Masters on that one. Set a really good screen to get him open.
Xavier Adam gets it to Cornell. Trying to charge into the circle, unable to do so. Taufa. Both teams just a little bit off with their radar to start this game.
Hey, it's been a long break, you know. A lot of training, not many games.
I mean, the hoops are still there at training though, Crystal.
You're right, you're right.
This guy's not having trouble finding the rim either. That time he couldn't get the finish, but he will take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Just asserting himself into this game early is Kaimani Komoana.
Yeah, that's a great take from him. In his last year at high school, looking to go over to the States later next year. So loves playing at this professional level, challenging himself.
See Taufa on the court there as well for the Airs. Played 100 NBL games when he played the Saints in the last game. Very experienced person to have in your Rapid League team.
Yeah, very experienced, and still waiting for Jalen Durant to come out on the court, but between him and Taufa, got to be some of the most experienced guys playing in the Rapid League.
7 points for the Phi, and all of them with Komoana's name on them. Cornell just trying to step around, does well as well to just stay balanced and then be cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, very slow little Euro step to get around.
That was a very slow motion Euro step. Masters just looking for his options. Komoana gets it out to Boucher for 3. Can't bank the triple, but they do get the offensive board, the Phi, so back again they go. Komoana gets it in over the top. 9 points for Komoana, and we're only in the first quarter of Rapid League.
Love the aggression he's having early in this game. With the likes of Denham Brook out, he's had to be aggressive inside, but the Airs, great answer getting to the rim there.
1 point difference. Jack Exeter bringing it closer. Boucher and Exeter with the steal too. Got right into that passing lane. Boucher practically threw it straight to him.
Yeah, that's something we always hear coaches talking about when you get in the plane, playing off 2 feet, being balanced, really making, you know, giving yourself time to make the right option.
Riley Tuta gets it to Xavier Adam. You know, he can shoot when he gets an open look. Here goes Duran onto the court. First appearance in Airs colours for many years. In fact, last time he was wearing an Airs jersey was 2017. Wide open look here for the fight.
There was a door open on that one.
Is that an air ball?
It was an air ball.
Wide open look. Hey, we all have those moments.
We do. It slipped. Something was off.
Hoyata, off balance 3-point shot, doesn't get there. So 1 point the difference in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game here at Mercury Baypark in Tauranga. And all those 9 points belonging to young Kaimani Komoana. So scoring for the Airs, relatively even. Cornell with 4, Exeter with 2, and Hoyata with a couple. Get your phones out, take a photo, and scan that QR code because there's a $39.99 large 100 pepperoni black garlic pizza waiting for you. Valid until Tuesday the 20th.
100 pepperoni? Is it exactly 100 pepperoni pieces?
Why don't you order one and find out, Crystal?
Right. Take all night counting those pepperoni pizzas up.
And of course, Sky Broadband get fibre from just $50 a month for the first 12 months. Perfect for when you're tuning in to our TikTok games that are live on a Friday night. Take us with you wherever you go on your Friday plans.
Right, no excuses when you're going down to Sal's. You can stay updated.
At 7 o'clock tonight, we have the Phi hosting the Airs and the Sal's, and then on Friday, got the Hawks and the Giants. Saturday Rams, Tuatara, and then the Saints Jets, and then on Sunday the Bulls Giants, and the Sharks and the Nuggets. Tauranga Whai. Good offensive board coming in there from Michael Wade. Green Silk gets it out again to Wade. Again, another offensive board for the Whai. The Airs will be frustrated with that. Quick footwork and acceleration coming in. Unable to get there, batting the ball away. And that's that height advantage you were talking about, Crystal.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at the Airs try to push the pace. Great pass on that roll.
Oh, the floater from Duran. He just had that ball on a string.
He knew as soon as he came off, he clipped his player, that when they switched, he would be on his big's back. You see it there. Comes off, it's a 2-on-1 with that big rolling to the basket. Easy decision for Durand.
Oh, hustling hard for the rebound. Where the Airs.
And it paid off.
Interesting.
Yes, very interesting call, but hey, the Airs worked hard for that one.
Duran gets it to Hoyata in the left corner. Testing out the footwork, pivoting around, and then just dishing it straight off to the Whai. Trying to push the pace too. Green Silk pirouettes around Duran. How's that from the veteran? Made it look easy.
He did, very quick hands and great quick transition down the court for the Airs. Good heads up play by Jalen Durand.
I mentioned the last time these two teams played, it was 34-42 to the Whai. The Whai had Denenbrook and Jet Thompson on the court. They'll be playing in the Sal's game later today, so unable to play in the Rapid.
And you know what else the Whai has always had in their back pocket, and lucky this season in Rapid League, is Jaden Bazan, who can knock it down from anywhere at any time. One of the most clutch players in Rapid League. They're without him today, so we'll definitely want to push this game out and not keep it close.
Masters, oh, Boucher has two on him, doing well to draw in the defenders. Green Silk for three, still can't get one. So the Airs back on offense. No success for the Airs outside the arc as well thus far. Just one successful to Komoana. Good ball movement for the Whai. They're just looking for an option at the moment. The defense from the Airs is smothering. Taufa on Masters. Step back for the three, looked good.
But you're right, that was great defensive position from the Airs, and a good finish in the lane with the slow steps. Great timing.
It was good aggression there from Riley Tuta. He's back as well to hustle on defense. Komoana feeling hot.
It's just that spot, I think. The sun's getting in their eyes. The wind's blowing. Blame it on something else.
The spotlight must be right there. We've seen two air balls in that position. Here's with Durand. He's just going to drive himself or pops the pass underneath to Hoyata. Up a little dish off there from Durand.
Yeah, great assist, good pace. Drew two. Just too experienced.
Masters with the reverse, but that one's left behind. Batted in, out of court, should I say, by the Airs, so they'll get it back. No points scored by the Whai in this quarter. 3 minutes gone. Good defense, like we were talking about earlier. Komoana, bounce pass to Boucher. That is better work.
Yeah, Kaimani Komoana really keeping them in the game offensively, making everything happen. But Taufa absorbing the contact on that drive. The Whai is giving it up too easy right now.
The Whai sitting at 25% from the field. The Airs at 58%. Taufa racked up 130 rapid points for the Sharks last year, but he's back now with the Airs. Fire through Masters. For that mid-range shot, finally gets it down.
And there's the Masters that we've been used to seeing this season. He had some games, he went 100% from the field, so used to seeing the ball go in, he'll be happy with that one.
Adam. Rotating their players as well. Are the Airs, and that is a lovely shot coming in and extending the lead to 21 points to 13 now. We've got a BNZ player timeout.
Smart call by the Whai. They've struggled to find their offense in this second quarter. So we'll have a moment to speak about it. You would think they would go to either Masters or Komoana, who's been doing it all on the offensive side of things. But if they go with their traditional play, they'll set a back screen off this inbound as we see there.
2 seconds left to shoot. Masters drives all the way to the rim. Good finish. They do eventually get some points. Take a look at it here, Crystal.
Yeah, how good. Got him on that spin, got him to turn his shoulders and made him pay with that crafty spin move in the lane. But the Whai with some work to do going into the second half.
21-15, the halftime score in Rapid League. First quarter, they were just up by 1, the Airs.
Let's check out these Chemist Warehouse stats. Kaimani Komoana doing it all for the Whai right now. 9 points, Masters with 4 with that late 2 to end the half. And rebounds, a lot going for the Whai. We've seen a lot of offensive rebounds for them as well. Only a few rebounds for the Airs. No blocks, a few steals here and there. 1 apiece for those 4 players on your screen. But a big second half coming up.
Offensively, what do the Whai need to do to get everyone involved?
You know, I think they're getting some great looks. We're used to seeing them hit those threes and them going down, but because they're not right now, I think they need to find more ways to get to the rim, challenge the Airs defense, get them moving, see the ball go in inside, and then start looking to light it up again from downtown.
Equally, what do the Airs need to do to keep the Whai at bay?
Yeah, I like the pressure they're putting on the Whai. They're locking and trailing on screens. They're right on their hip. They're contesting a lot of shots, which is making it difficult for the Whai. One thing they will want to tidy up, though, are those offensive rebounds for the Whai. They're giving up too many of those, too many tips from behind.
So second half of the Sky Broadband Rapid League game is underway. The Airs, the visitors, leading by 6 here in Tauranga, and Quinnell extends the lead to 9.
That was a quick, confident shot. Stepped out, no hesitation lining that one up.
Gotta love a big man that can shoot at 6'6" from outside the arc. Just 19 years old is Quinnell. Taranaki local. Shot clock at 7. Masters replies with a triple of his own.
He felt good going into that halftime break. Comes out feeling the same way. That was a deep shot.
Going himself and going alone, and a lovely little drop off the glass there.
I like when Xavier Adam gets more aggressive. Quite often he's looking to be a pass-first point guard. But because he was aggressive, that defense is going to have to play him a little bit more honest from here on out.
And I think that's what was missing from both teams, was just a bit of aggression, driving to the rim, drawing in the defenders, and opening things up. Got a left foot step coming into from Green, so just couldn't get the bounce off the glass. Kind of won it. Got the rebound, but also missed the putback, so the Airs back on offense. Hanging out in the wings there. Something about that end of the court, Crystal.
I'm telling you, whoever the Phi staffers have left too many doors open on that side of the court. Good outlet by the Airs. Better defense by Belcher.
The Exeter was looking for it. Oh, and it's been stolen too. Again by Cornell, and Exeter was there. Oh, he's hit the deck twice in quick succession. That time he's looking a bit more sore on that left hip.
Yeah, that didn't look good. Looks like his body was taken out from underneath him on that fall. Yeah, just got underneath. And that foul probably landed straight on his hip, maybe his elbow.
North Canterbury native is Jack Exeter. Played for the Rams for a couple seasons, and then the Hawks. Been recently playing in the NBL 1 West for the Kalamunda Eastern Suns.
Well, glad he's back home, back on our shores. And in an Airs uniform.
He's 24 years old, and he's just the second oldest on the court right now. This Rapid League game, we just see so many youngsters. Perfect ground for them to practice, get their confidence up. Because no doubt some of these Phi players will need to play some minutes with the big changes that they've had coming up in the NBL game. Waiting out on that right corner was Tuta, but just put a little bit too much ihi on that pass. Belcher bringing the ball up court. And again, they've just got another steal, a hand to it. And somehow made a meal of that, Crystal. They have the numbers down there.
Yeah, a few messy possessions going both ways. Right now in this Rapid League game, I think both teams are missing a little bit of that leadership, that experience, especially with a lot of those leadership role players going up into starting roles for the Phi.
Michael Wade gets it to CJ Flavel. One of the youngsters, just 17 years old, is Flavel. Masters. Deep two-point shot. Taufa is there to clean up the board. Tuta, he's got 3 defenders on him, so someone's bound to be free on the perimeter. Again, gets the ball. He's got 2 players on him. Tough shot to finish.
Yeah, and great contest by Flavel. I actually think he might have got a piece of that.
The Airs are doing well just to do the scrappy things right. They're getting a couple hands to the different passes.
They are. They're very active off the ball, and you'll see when the Phi, are trying to run their offense, the Airs just make that paint seem so clogged. Their hands are up. It looks busy in there. So doing a great job off the ball.
Yeah, clouding the space, making it hard for the vision of the Phi players. Wade has Taufa there. Taufa tries to block it from behind, can't do so. Flavel couldn't put it back in either. Just lacking the accuracy of the Phi in this game, and that's a nice finish from Tuta.
It is, and the Phi really need to get on a run. especially if they want to go into that last quarter with some momentum.
Wade to Komoana. Flavel, step back for the three-point shot. Ricochets off the board. And there was a nice little hand in there from Masters. Couldn't get that ball to sink, but you can see what he did there, just to disrupt. So 10-point lead now after each quarter. The Airs are slowly and steadily extending their lead. Now it's out to 10, 28-18 with 4 minutes left to play in that fourth quarter. Well, official stats partner of the Sal's NBL and the Sky Broadband Rapid League is the Chemist Warehouse. And in that quarter, Crystal, the Fire only scored 3 points, and it's been low scoring for them. First quarter, 9, all to Komoana. Second quarter, 6, and the third quarter now just only 3. Is it the defensive work of the Airs, or on offense, are the Fire just coming apart?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. The Airs defense does look really solid. They're making things hard. But I also feel like the Fire just aren't playing like themselves. They're not playing with that confidence, that fearlessness, that youthful fearlessness that they usually play with. A little bit hesitant on some of their shots. So yeah, I'd like to see them really step it up in this last quarter. Got nothing to lose. And these quarters go fast, so need to make something happen quick.
Let's not forget the Fire second on the table when it comes to the Sky Broadband Rapid League. 1-8, lost 3. The Airs on the other end have lost 3, 1-3, lost 7.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go straight back to it. Jaden Bazant in this Fire Rapid League squad is a cheat code. He's tough. So definitely missing him out there tonight, and as well as Denham Brook, who has a lot of experience in this league.
Yeah,
great play.
With Zana and Jones now been released, those two have had to step up, and while Bazant a late withdrawal as well with an eye injury. Good ball movement from the Airs. And Hoyata hustled hard, looking for the reverse finish too. That is good work. Don't give up. You miss your shot, you get your rebound, you come back in, and you score like that.
Yeah, what a fancy finish. Shot it up over his head. Circus type shot. And the Fire, once again, just coming down. Almost an unforced turnover, that one, dribbling into traffic. But check out this finish. That is crafty, using all different types of angles.
He actually went to Mount Maunganui College, did Hoyata, so he's a local here. Maybe that's why he knows these rims well.
Oh yeah, he's been here, he's done it before. He practices that shot.
Bounce pass, went astray, hit the foot of Boucher. Trying to hit Hoyata again.
Jaden Boucher, that's what he's known for, those little things he does so well, the way he can affect games.
Adam looking for an option, little pop pass to Taufa. Taufa gets it to Quinnell, who just wants to muscle his way through. Good defense though from the Fire. Wade thought about it, then decided to go back out, look for some support. Green Silt fighting his way through, and Taufa getting a good hand to that ball too.
Just see the Fire's intent to try to get to the rim, but the Airs doing a great job meeting them inside.
The Airs just have a massive height advantage across all positions on the court right now. You can see corner 3, and it is good.
Okay, Tuta, go down and celebrate that 3 then, why don't you?
11 points now in the game for Tuta, and again, he is going to add to it. Make that 13 points. Riley Tuta, the 20-year-old local, out of New Plymouth boys.
He is out there having fun. Thought he was going to throw that one down, as we see Kaimani showing us what's in his bag.
Well, that's his first point since he scored 9 in the first quarter.
No, that was looking good. And we see Boucher getting up, trying to get a steal. He knows they don't have much time. They need some stops. A minute 50. Got to go quick.
The Airs inbound, less than 2 minutes left to go in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game ahead of the NZNBL match. It is the Whai and the Airs battling it out. Tuta, the leading scorer in this game with 13, followed by Komoana with 11. Oh, lovely shot again from Quinnell. He's had a couple of threes this evening.
He has, and that shot looks great. Doesn't need much time to get it off. To see Flavel moving around to Wade.
I have noticed the Whai have left Quinnell wide open. And just like last time, Masters replies with a three.
We were speaking about Vizant being their clutch player. Masters might need to be that one tonight. Him and Komoana doing it all for the Whai.
Well, Masters is just 19 years old, but he really plays like the senior player in this Whai team. Hoiata, well, getting smothered underneath by Wade.
Great recognition from the Airs. Knew he had the smaller weight on him. Got it to him straight away. Belcher with the fancy handoff.
Masters from the same spot, but couldn't replicate the points. Exeter getting a hand to it was Belcher. 2-on-1 down in the lane, and they get it. And we just haven't seen enough of that from the Whai.
We haven't, and I love that take from Flavel. I've seen him at the high school level. He can go off. So hopefully, with more opportunities coming his way, he'll have some more confidence to take takes like that as we see Hoiata.
There are 4 Whai jerseys in there, yet the Airs player came up with the rebound.
Yeah, you spoke about that height advantage. The Airs just dominating this game inside. See what they have to talk about in this BNZ player timeout. A lot of tired bodies looking at that Whai huddle.
Get your tickets to the big game, scan that QR code. And register to go to watch some of these NZNBL games. Past halfway point of the season though, so get in quick. Masters. Oh, there's a nice shot coming in from Masters. He will finish the game on 13, equal with Tuta, after quite a few nice looks.
Yeah, and that spot is his spot. So when we're watching the NZNBL game, keep a heat tracker on that spot for him. But the Whai, just not enough scoring power consistently throughout that one. The Airs too good, too tall, too dominant inside. Get the job done versus the Whai, led by Tuta, who had some great highlight plays, as well as Hoiata with the crafty finishes inside. He was really solid tonight. Quinnell dominated the boards, leading the way with 6 rebounds. Hoiata, the next best with 5 assists. Durant had 4. We know what he brings to this Airs team. Leadership, scoring tonight. He was dishing it out, getting his team going, and blocks. 1 apiece for each team. Steals, Quinnell, Exeter, and Flavel, all leading the way. I think we're in for a really good matchup heading into the NZNBL game.
Too right, don't go anywhere. At 7 o'clock, our coverage starts for the tip-off on round 9 of the NZNBL. The Tauranga Whai, sitting in 8th, will go up against the Taranaki Airs, who are in 5th place. Those guys are excited. We're excited. We'll see you soon.
giveaway. Make sure that when you're dancing for your dance competition, you give it 100%. So, first and foremost, if you came to support the fire, say fire! I can hear the kids. Where are the adults? I need some bass in there. And all the moms and dads, if you came to support, everybody say fire! Okay, that's not bad. Kids, if your mom and dad is not saying anything, turn around to them and say, Mom, Dad, hurry up and support the fire. Okay? Turn around to them and say, support. Everybody say fire! under 10, maybe 15 under. Okay, so the main thing is these young fellas will be coming along and giving you a lolly. And I'm asking them, are they ready? So we have lollies and lollipops. Who would like a lolly? Put up your hand if you like a lolly. I like a lolly. And who would like a lollipop? I like a lollipop too. So just remember to, if you can, adults, you can walk yourself to the shop and buy yourself a lolly. But for the younger kids, you can grab a lolly. But the main thing is here, what are we here to do, Father? We're here to support our boys. Are you here to support the fire? Put up your hand if you're here to support the fire. And, okay, so some people are not putting up their hand. So who's here to support the Taranaki ears? So if you didn't put up your hand if you're not supporting anyone that you don't know what you're here for. There's some people that didn't put up their hand. All right, I love your honesty, and I love your honesty too. So put up your hand nice and straight if you're here to support the fight. Okay, yes, even over that side, I appreciate you guys on that side. So once again, if you're here to support the fight, put up 2 hands. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so just remember, kids, if your parents are not putting up their hands, give them the or just not the but maybe the but no, actually just say, Mom, Dad, please support the fight. So if you came to support the fight, fans, everybody say, fight up! I can hear a lot of kids and parents, I can still see you. If your mouth is not moving, we have issues. We have an issue. So all the parents, okay, kids, don't make any sound. Kids, be quiet. We're going to let the adults make the noise. If you're here to support the fire, you are adult. Everybody say, fire up! See, if we add in that with the kids, then we should have a fire up a lot louder. So everybody that's here to support the fire, everyone that's here, everybody, say fire up! Say fire up! Okay, I love it. So just remember there are lollies coming around. And if you can, well, I want to hear your voices, fans. I want to hear your voices. My name is King PC. And the main thing is here, we're here to rock the party and each and everyone have a good time. So if you came to have a good time tonight, everybody say fire up! Say fire up! Say ho! Say ho! And it's music month. So shout out to my fans, Black Seeds. Make sure you go out and support New Zealand music agents. You see the music month? You guys are getting along the way? These youngsters will be walking along, giving you a lolly. So, young fellas, walk around the whole place and give the lollies out to everyone. The main thing is, why are we here? We are here to support basketball here in the city, local basketball. Also, we're here to grow basketball within this side of the country. And one of the things that I like to do is actually acknowledge something tonight. So please listen up if you can. It will be much appreciated. Okay, Whānau, fans, please listen up. 5 fans. We've got something special to celebrate tonight. We do have something very special to celebrate tonight, Whānau. And because success isn't just about what happens on the court, it's about where the game can take you. So fans, if you did not know, this guy's name is Kāna Hopoi. Everyone say, hello, Kāna Hopoi. And how about a kia ora, Kāna Hopoi? Kia ora, I like that. So fans, please join us in congratulating Kāna Hopoi, one of our Whai Basketball Academy athletes who's officially committed to Valparaiso University in the USA. So please give it up for Kāna Hopoi that is committed to Valparaiso University in the USA. And that's Division 1 college basketball, fans. That's Division 1 college basketball, an incredible achievement and a shining example of what's possible when talent meets hard work and the right support. At Whai Basketball, this is what we celebrate, and it's awesome. So young people chasing their dreams, growing as leaders, and stepping up onto the global stage. So please, Whai fans, can you please give it up for this young sir, Kāna Hopoi, and your success is our success. Congratulations, Zuzu. Okay, everybody, please, once again, if you love this basketball game, please give it up for Kāna Hopoi. I like it. And if we don't celebrate and give the brother flowers, you know, what are we here for? And the main thing is we're here to support basketball and support local basketball and young fellas that are going out and doing their thing. Appreciate you, Kāna. Number 9, Xavier Adam. Number 3, Jalen Gerard. Number 29, Jordy Hoeta. Number 8, Riley Tuta. Number 1, Scott Telfer. And number 34, Cam Quinnell. Also the starting 5 for the visiting team, Taranaki is, please put your hands together for the number 30, Owen Foxwell. And number 7, Armin Fletcher. And number 2, Carlin Davidson. Number 25, Dom Calvin Potto. Number 21, Jack Andrew. And the head coach for the Taranaki is tonight is Sam McKinnon. And the assistant coach is Andrew Green. And shout-outs going, please make some noise for the Taranaki is. Okay, fans, if you can, please put your hands together for the NBL 5 players. Make some noise for number 8, Alexander Masters, and shooting guard. Number 32, Xavier Black, and point guard. And number 6, CJ Flavel, and point guard. And number 2, Jaden Belcher, and forward. Number 12, Michael Greensu, and point guard. And number 14, Kaimani Komoana at forward. And number 31, Michael Wade at guard. And can you please put your hands together for the starting 5 of the 5. Number 5, Cruz Perez. And number 7, Sean Pesto. And number 10, Denham Brook. And number 27, Carla Hopoy. And the head coach for tonight is Matthew Lacey. And the assistant coach is Doug Courtney. And also, Jet Thompson, please make some noise for your starting 5 and the fine team. Just under 15 minutes left to go on the start of this NBL game final. Lean back, yo people, where you at? Tauranga. How good are your voices tonight? Can I hear everyone sing? Can you sing with me? If you can't sing with me, come on. Tauranga, if you can hear, I'd love to hear your voices. Sing along with me, come on. Hey, hey.
Tēnā koutou katoa, welcome into round 9 of the NZNBL. We are at Mercury Baypark in Tauranga, where the Tauranga Whai will host the Taranaki Airs. Big game this one after everyone's been on a bit of a break, and there's been plenty of movement, which we will get into very shortly. I'm Taylor Johnson, and joining me is Torfern Crystal Ledger-Walker. Crystal, you were here a couple of weeks ago when they played each other in Taranaki. What are we expecting from tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, you spoke about it, a lot of player movement, so I'm expecting it to be a very different game than the last time when they matched up. So excited to see how this goes. Obviously, Frolling missing for the Airs. He's going to be a big piece out of the middle, missing for them. Can the Whai make the most of that? That will be the question, but the Whai also without a couple of their key players, notably Chris Jones, their leader.
Well, 7%. That's how much faith people have on the Whai getting a win after all of those changes, which we will get into when we look at the starting fives. But join in on the fun, scan that QR code and back your team. A lot of the people picking the Airs by 6+, they're picking the Airs to run away with it. DKP staring everyone down, staring that 7% down. They haven't agreed with the Airs. Here are the standings. The Rams up the top. The Saints, Bulls, Jets, Airs and Hawks round out the top 6. The Airs, they need to get a win today to continue that momentum, but equally the Whai, they're still very much in touching distance. It's a logjam up there, really. Anyone from the Sharks upwards could make it. The Nuggets, outside chance, but still a possibility.
Right, still a possibility. Anything can happen. But this is definitely the stretch of the season where teams need to start showing up, start getting on some runs, because the playoff push really does start tonight.
Hawks Giants tomorrow, and then on Saturday the Rams will host the Tuatara. That one is always spicy. The Saints and the Jets, another really spicy one, being neighbours. Bulls will host the Giants on Sunday, and then the last game on Sunday night is a Southern showdown. The Sharks welcome the Nuggets into the Shark Tank, and a lot of these teams have announced movements over the past couple of weeks, so make sure you're watching all those games to see how everyone has adapted with the changes. There's one man on screen right there who has a movement from the Panthers to the Airs. Last played for the Airs in 2017. Did Durant. But let's take a look at the starting five for the Steel Formers Taranaki Airs. Fletcher, Foxwell, Davison, Kalman-Poto and Andrew, and noticeably Frolling is missing. So who needs to stand up in this starting five tonight?
Yeah, obviously Kalman-Poto will be big inside, but Jack Andrew is the guy I'm looking at to absolutely dominate this game. The last time they played, he had 29 points and absolutely dominated the rebounds as well. So he's going to be a key piece to this Airs squad tonight.
Well, we caught up with one of their superstars who played tremendously well for the Tallbacks, Cullen Davison. Let's hear what he had to say.
You've been doing this since you were 16 years old, in the bubble. You've improved your game each and every year. You just got back from the Trans-Tasman Throwdown with the Tall Blacks. What was that experience like, and what did you learn from being a part of that team?
It was amazing, man. Just being able to, you know, play against high-level players and then being around Judd and all that. He's an amazing coach, and just being able to be in a group of like top NZ players is amazing too. So yeah.
So now you refocus now to this game here. You're playing against a really desperate FI team. I know you guys have lots of scout this past week, getting back into your systems. What are you guys what's your game plan for tonight?
I mean, yeah, they're down on troops, but we're also down on one too. But we just got to be consistent on the defensive end, and we should be all right with our offense, hopefully.
Good luck for tonight, but you want to say something to someone?
I just want to say shout out to Mitch McCarron. He's retired from basketball now. He played over here last year, but we love you, Macca. Good luck, brother.
Nice little touch there. And Crystal, off screen, you told me how much you really like watching McCarron play.
Man, I am gutted that he has retired from professional basketball. One of my favourite players, also known out here in New Zealand as Matua Maka. We will miss you. We will miss you on the court. He was the Division II NCAA Player of the Year. He had championships in Spain, Slovenia, Australia, and he has contributed to the game in so many other ways. So massive loss on the professional side, but congratulations to him on an awesome career.
Lovely words, Crystal. Here is the starting five for the FI. Thompson, Parrott Hunt, Bairstow, Brook and Hopoi. Thompson having to come in because Bazant was a late withdrawal. He has an eye injury. And so that is a big change for this team because we know how classy Bazant is. So Parrott Hunt will need to do a lion's share of the work, but also players like Hopoi.
Yeah, Hopoi, he has had some great games this season. He's been in good form. He'll have a big challenge today going up against Jack Andrew. Can he slow him down will be the question.
Another thing too, they are without Jones and Zana. Both have been released from the FI, but we spoke to young Hopoi just before this. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hopoi, as you guys go into tonight's game with a couple of players being released, now it gives the opportunity for other players to step up and really play a bigger role. What does that look like for you guys tonight, being in a desperate game tonight? What does that look like?
I think we just got to stick to our rules, play by our systems, you know, play how we have been playing, play hard on defense, and I think we should be good.
The thing about it is you're a very talented young man, and you've honed your craft over the last 5 years or so, playing school and now with reps. You've got a scholarship to go overseas. What does that look like for you?
Yes, I just committed to Valpo, so I'll be heading over there end of the season, whenever the season ends for us. And yeah, just got to keep playing hard, play how I have been. I think I'll be all good.
Good luck for tonight.
Thank you.
One of New Zealand's youngest stars coming through, Kara Hopoi, as you heard, has committed to Valparaiso University in Indiana. The Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. Talk us through these ones, Chemist Crystal.
Yeah, noticeably that points per game is the difference. Without the likes of Jones, Zana, Bazant, the FI really need to find some scoring punch from the likes of Parrott Hunt, getting it done outside. Masters coming off the bench, he can be good. He had a pretty good rapidly game, got hot towards the end. So those will be two key players to help contribute and get that points per game up. Inside rebounding, Jack Andrew was massive on the boards last time they played. He had 15 boards, almost 30 points. He had a really impressive game. The biggest job for the FI tonight will be keeping him off the glass, because we can see it also contributes to the points in the paint, which the Airs lead as well.
One thing that's big for the FI is, yes, they're not in the top 6 yet, but they're scoring through the defence is outstanding. They're first, 82 points is what they concede per game, but it's just they're not scoring quite enough, and they're second when it comes to steals as well.
Yeah, they are really good on that defensive end. They have held teams to the lowest score in the comp, so it's a great sign for them. But last time they played, the likes of Fletcher was not out there, and he's really hard to stop. Hopefully the FI have put together a really solid game plan, a really good scout on how they can keep these Airs players down.
Bairstow was the leading scorer for the FI when they played just a couple of weeks ago. He had 22. Jones had 19 and Zana had 14. They are without both of them tonight.
Yeah, two of those scorers out for the FI. I'm also excited, though, to talk about the changes we've seen in this league because the FI have signed a couple of players that aren't suited up tonight, but will be back in the mix, so good things to come.
Anzac Rosetto and Sean Murphy to come for this FI team. Mikey Graham, Reese Hamilton and Bryn Watson, the match officials. Taranaki is in the highlighter yellow. It's very bright yellow.
Great contrast against the FI strip.
You're not accidentally throwing a ball to an Airs player, that's for sure. Good to see a crowd coming out here in Tauranga for your Thursday night hoops, kicking off round 9. And we are on the home stretch towards the finals now. Every game is so important. Points differential too. Wanting to stay in, stay tight. Before this, the Airs got the win in the Rapid League, 39-28, but now it is time for the Sal's NBL tipping off. Getting first possession are the visitors, the Airs. Davison, one of the newer Tall Blacks for New Zealand. Gets that pass away to Exeter. Good, Foxwell, sorry, good find. And the first points on the board for the Airs.
Foxwell, the best passer in the league. That one was way too easy for him to see inside. Makes no mistake on finding that roller.
Showing efficiency early were the Airs. Per Hunt wants to respond. Doesn't get the bounce off the glass. Good hustle, though, coming in from Thompson, the late replacement into the starting 5.
Yeah, I like that hustle on the offensive glass from the FI. Good kick out to Denham-Brooke.
Denham-Brooke feeling hot early. He saw the crowd respond.
And I like his elevation into the starting lineup. He hits that through ball at 50%, so one you have to find.
8 from 16 from beyond the perimeter this year. Foxwell couldn't get that one. Davison smartly throws it in to Pure Hunt. We'll get the ball back.
A very smart play from him. And look at that kick out to Denham-Brooke. Wide open on that 3. Good find from Thompson.
Foxwell having a great season and just picking the pocket there too are the 5.
I like that matchup that they've got Biesto on Foxwell. The length of Biesto hopefully will disrupt some things for the Airs offense.
Brooke gets it to Biesto. Was the leading scorer in their game a couple weeks ago. Pura Hunt, he hesitated, had a couple of looks, decided against it. Shot clock winding down to 6, wants to go in his own. Gets a whistle too.
Yeah, he's frustrated that he missed that layup though. Great take. You're right, he passed up some 3s earlier. He doesn't want to rush it against the Airs 2-3 zone.
Foxball trying to change the match official's mind. I've never seen that happen. Biesto. The ball knocked away by Davison, so again they'll get possession.
Yeah, quick hands from Davison. There was a theme we saw throughout that Trans-Tasman showdown.
Oh, lovely pace shown by Thompson, but just couldn't get his accuracy on point. Davison pulls it for the mid-range jumper. Davison.
That is tough to guard, especially because he can elevate so high over the defense.
That man's got hops. Denham-Brooke from the same position. Can't get there. Foxwell crashes the board, gets the rebound. Thompson trying to hassle him and turn it over, but instead gives up the foul.
We saw Denham-Brooke miss that one. 50% shooter from 3, so the next one's going in. I'm calling it right now.
Such a nice release there from Davison. So smooth with it.
Yes, he is, and we see his hand all taped up. So, way to get a shot going early. Good to see nothing's affecting that form.
DKP, Carmen Portal with the spin move.
Denham-Brooke and DKP will go at it tonight. Very familiar from the 3-on-3 scene. Battled it out for that Tall Blacks small forward position.
Bairstow gets out to Thompson. Good ball movement. Pera Hunt wide open. Look for three. And he knocks it down.
You're right. Great ball movement. Got deep in the paint, kicked it out, and great hands from Pera Hunt.
Oh, you've already seen a couple times too where they've just disrupted the Phi. That is why they're second in the lead when it comes to steals. But block coming in too from Jack Andrew. Davison threads the ball through brilliantly to Andrew, who just couldn't get the finish. Hopoi tried to find Brooke. Instead, it's batted away by Fletcher. Well, it only took 3.5 minutes to get to fire it up, but we heard it in the crowd. Hopoi has an open look, can't bury the three. Contesting the rebound was Pera Hunt, did well. And gets 2 points to show for it. It's hard work.
The Phi doing a great job on the offensive rebounds to start this game, putting a lot of pressure on the ears.
Davison looking for the pick and roll was Jack Andrew, but again, just getting into the passing lanes, getting their hands up, confusing the space are the Tauranga Whai. Tia Thompson wanted to go quick. Brooke, Bairstow. Hopoi has Calman Porto on him, puts it in reverse.
How good from Hopoi. Very quick first step, blows by the Airs defense, and the Airs want to talk about it.
Nice work from the youngster, just pushing the pace, making Calman Porto chase him, and then just spinning around. Hello, Hopoi looking good, 19-year-old. Good to see the fans coming out to support the Phi with an early lead, 10 points to 6. What are you seeing from both teams to start off the game, Crystal?
Yeah, I like the on-ball action with the Airs right now. They're doing a good job of getting it to Jack Andrews inside. Would have been a talking point. He went crazy the last time they played the Phi, so good to see him getting a lot of touches early. But the Phi have been keyed in on that the last couple times down the floor, getting their hands and getting some tips. I'm being impressed with the Phi defense to start this game.
Couple changes already for the Airs. I see Scott Talbot onto the court. Foxwell tasked with bringing the ball down the court. I like seeing his combination with Davison being the playmakers of the team, and again just getting in to the eye line and the passing lanes. Masters onto the court for the Phi as well. Hopoi thought about going again himself. Masters gets it to Bairstow. Open for Bairstow. They left him completely unmarked. It was the work of Den and Brooke just to commit those defenders, unable to convert.
A great look from the Phi, and we see the Airs just slow it back down, get to their set.
Again, another tip, this time from Hopoi. Bit more accuracy needed on the passing, and Foxwell's hurt himself. You can see there, pulled away his right leg. Looks to be in some discomfort.
Yeah, and that's really unfortunate for the Airs. They'll be happy they brought in someone like Jalen Duran that can play that backup point guard position. Yeah, not sure what happened there, but if there's one person that did not get a break over the last week, it will be Foxwell playing for Australia. His body went through a lot, traveling all around Australia and New Zealand.
Welcome back to the Sal's NBL in Airs colours for Duran. Last played for them in 2017. It was a nice look too, but just unable to convert. So Bairstow wants to go quickly, push the pace in transition. Boucher couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, Bairstow got deep in the paint, but ran out of options. The Airs did a great job of hustling back, clogging that lane.
Well, the game started off quickly, but now it just feels like we've hit a lull. After that timeout that was called by the Airs, no team has really found their groove in this opening quarter.
No, they haven't, and we've seen them just trying to get used to these new combinations they have, missing some key players. So I think really just getting a feel out there for each other.
No Jones, no Zana, no Bazant, no Lewis as well for the fight. Big changes, Masters in the corner, buries the triple.
Missed one on the opposite side just moments ago, but not phased mentally, knocks it down.
Well, he was hot in the Rapid League game. He got 3 triples. Jack Andrew getting absolutely hustled there by Carter Hopoi. There was no way around the 19-year-old.
Like that from him, walled up, used his length, was able to alter that shot. Masters again.
Couldn't convert that time, but the Airs still get to score after calling that timeout. Offensively, just a bit disjointed. Duran looking to change that. Leaves it on the lip of the rim. Boucher cleans up the crumbs. Bairstow gets it to Masters, has Duran on him. Uses his footwork to get up underneath Andrews. There was 3 Airs players under the hoop. And Masters comes away with the rebound. Terrell Hunt accelerates. Tries to dish the pass to Boucher. Doesn't get there, but they will get the foul call.
But once again, that hustle on the offensive glass, we saw it in the Rapid League game. The Phi were relentless, chasing their own shots, getting tips on the ball, getting it back for their team. And right there, we see them get a second chance, and now they'll get another look to try score.
Masters taking his time, looking for an option. Bairstow has done plenty of running this game, in fact, Bairstow. You almost think he was playing in a guard position, the amount of running he's had to do. Denham-Brook off balance.
Nice, handy little turnaround from Denham-Brook, but you're right, Bairstow, he leads this team in minutes played, definitely gets the most usage out of him, and beautiful back cut and finish by the Airs.
The vision from Taufa, that's what over 100 games in the Sal's NBL does for you. Connecting in with Durant, who's playing his 95th game in this league. Across multiple teams is Durant, yet Thompson won't get the finish, but he will get a whistle. Jet Thompson, the late replacement, as we mentioned before, for Bazant, an eye injury. Thompson comes in, but he's got plenty of experience. He's played over 50 games in the NBL, albeit mainly from the bench. However, we know he is cool, calm and collected when he does come on.
We do, and this could be a great opportunity for him tonight, really showcase what he can do with a little bit more freedom, a bigger role, more minutes for this Phi team. That was a great change of pace, great aggression from him to get himself to this Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
He's only 22 years old, but he's been in the league so long. And I think he's older.
Yeah, and he plays with the confidence, the poise of a much older player as well. So a great get, a great pickup by the Phi.
More changes as well for the Airs. Xavier Adam on to the court too. Fletcher has Brook on him. Great extension by Fletcher just to get around and stretch his body past the defense of Brook.
A great length that Fletcher has. So we see the Airs just try to lock up this Phi offense.
Thompson And they're running out of time on the shot clock. He leaves it on the rim, does Boucher. Get a whistle too, and there's been lots of whistles against the Airs.
There has, but I feel like the refs are rewarding the aggressor. Whoever is going hardest, whoever, you know, turns that corner and goes hard, the refs are rewarding that. So the Whai adapting well and playing to what the refs are giving them.
Jaden Boucher from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, looking to extend this lead for the Tauranga Whai. But as we mentioned a couple of times, both teams really haven't found their groove just yet in the game. We asked it early on, and we have had a bit of a break. A couple of players have been playing, the likes of Foxwell and Davison, for their respective countries. And there's been a lot of movement.
There has, and potentially that break gave opportunities for these teams to change some things up. If they have anything in their game plan they want to change, they could do that. But that's something you don't want changes. Putting the ball in Foxwell's hands and letting him go to work. Still limping though.
Yeah, you would have he was doing a little bit of a skip every couple steps. We won't see it here. You can see he just kept hopping. He's got it strapped up now though, that ankle, so we do hope it is okay. But currently they are in the top 6. Do you risk leaving him on there, or do you hope to keep him fit and better for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just playing it by ear, seeing how he goes in this game. They definitely need him out there tonight. As I said, the best passer, not only in the league, but for this Airs team. He's really the heart of their offense. A lot of it goes through him. So hopefully he'll be able to hold it together for the rest of this game.
The Whai find themselves ahead, but they're only shooting at 35% from the field. The Airs at 50%. But the Whai in the Chemist Warehouse stats, leading in rebounds and steals and second chance points. They've got 7 second chance points, and the Airs have none.
Yeah, that would have been a massive talking point. The last time these two teams played, the Airs had 22 second chance points versus the Whai's 13. So obviously something the Whai went away and spoke about and was a key point coming into tonight's game.
The Airs as well, having to adjust to being a team without Froling.
Such a big piece for this Airs team. Not only could he get it done inside, he could knock it down from outside as well. But the Whai will be disappointed with that unforced turnover.
Oh, those are coach killers. They really are. It's essentially a stop for the Airs.
It is, the Airs saying, count that.
Foxwell has DKP outside him. Brooke does just enough to tip it to Pero Hunt. Masters. Pero Hunt with the fake. Masters on the right-hand corner this time. He was successful from the left, but Brooke gets up and competes. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Pero Hunt has the ball. Can't get the finish. Davison, they're looking for a fast break opportunity. Goes himself, Carlin Davison. Good hops.
And that is where he thrives in offensive transition. He is so fun to watch when he gets out on the break. And in terms of him, that was a basic finish.
That was. That was like level 2 for him.
Too easy.
Pero Hunt, deep 3, ricochets around the rim. And that draws a close to the first quarter here at Mercury Baypark. It is the Tauranga Whai with a narrow lead at 16 points to 14 over the Taranaki Airs.
Just behind the table will be great. The table just over there. Professional rock, paper, scissors, squares, or not. Okay, so we have 2 young men here. Can I just say, bro, I like your haircut. Awesome type of haircut. What's your name, bro? What's your name? Rick. Okay, Rick. What's your name? Lloyd. What's up, Lloyd? Say, everyone, please say hello to Rick and Lloyd. What up, Rick Lloyd? Okay. So we're going to go pop up. 1, 2, 3, bang. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you ready? Okay, everyone. Wait, hold up. You ready? Yeah, okay. Rock, paper, scissors, bang. That was a little bit jumpy there, young sir. We're going to go again. We're going to start again. Rock, paper, scissors, bang. Okay? Rock, paper, scissors, bang. Rock, paper, scissors, bang. Okay, so we've got one over here. Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, bang. And we've got 2 to the side. Okay, you ready? Yeah. So it's up to 3. Are you ready? Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, bang. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, bang. Rock, paper, scissors, bang. Okay. So, young sir, this young sir has won. So appreciate your. Thank you very much, bro. And what is your name again, young sir? Lloyd. Everyone, please make some noise for Lloyd. Lloyd. Whereabouts are you from, bro? Where are you from?
No more hoki mai. Welcome back to Mercury Baypark Arena in Tauranga, and it is the home team with the lead, 16 points to 14 over the Taranaki Airs. A win today, crucial for both teams as we are starting the road towards the finals. And just down the road from us is a Sal's Pizza, and I'm sure there's one around you too. There are plenty all around Aotearoa. Scan that QR code, order yourself a large 100 pepperoni black garlic pizza. Crystal Lidger-Walker has said she's going to buy one of those and count if there is 100 on there.
Right, or someone else, feel free to do that research for me and let me know. Genuinely interested to see if Sal's is giving us all 100 as we see Thompson strong.
Thompson came in at 100 miles an hour, and then Carlin Davison said, nah,
Carlin Davison stepped over like that big brother, like, no, you didn't just push my teammate like that.
He gets the last laugh, though, does Jet Thompson, because he is going to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. This is the kind of energy we want to see on our Thursday night. More of it.
Yeah, we love to see this. I love seeing this from Jet Thompson, that aggressiveness, getting into the paint. Second trip to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line tonight. Successful on that last shot.
Foxwell came off with his right ankle injured beforehand, but he's back onto the court. But just keep an eye on him. He is a little bit laboured on it. Oh, driving hard, getting that aggression that we have asked for was Harmon Fletcher.
Yeah, great take, great little spin along that baseline. Slippery, getting himself to the rim.
Hopoi takes on Jack Andrew and just rolls around in front of the rim. Davison gets away from Boucher, puts it up in the air. Jack Andrew tried to throw it down, and it's hot potato under the rim, but in the end, Tara Hunt comes away with it. Oh, how's the footwork? Just gets around Calvin Porto, the left then the right, and acceleration. Tara Hunt.
Man, he froze him like a statue. Fletcher with the answer on that drive. That was beautiful from Cruz Hunt.
Take a look at this here.
Little hezzy with the left. Gotcha.
To the line is Armin Fletcher. Man, born in Illinois. Played for the Airs back in 2023. It's always good to see when our imports come back. Means they had a good time down here.
Yeah, love that, and the relationship they built with the franchise. Obviously impressed with what he brought last time he was out on New Zealand shores.
Boucher brings the ball down the court very quickly. Bairstow looking for an open lane and tries to force one open through Carlin Davison. Wasn't going to get there.
And that's good defense by the Airs to speed him up, getting downhill like that, but not bail him out at the end. Keeping their hands out, keeping it clean, not conceding a foul there.
Foxwell. Height mismatch if I've ever seen one from Kata Hopoi. Didn't even need to get off the ground for that block. Tara Hunt Can't quite finish on the other end, but that's a fancy steal as well. The one-handed steal, then transition into a dribble. Just showing us his skill set on. Fletcher with a steal of his own. Looking for some support. Davison was just a little bit too quick, left it behind, and Bairstow hits the deck. It is all happening in the South's NBL. Davison wisely decides to slow it down. Jack Andrew has Bairstow on him. Trying to make a menace of himself on defense was Bairstow. And in the end, Andrew onto the score sheet.
Yeah, what a strong take from Andrew down low. Great awareness, knowing where he is on the court, using those angles to get that shot off. We were speaking about it before the game. I think he has really found a great team that has a great system that suits his game. This is one of the best seasons I've seen him have.
He's had a quiet game so far, but this season, you're so right, he has been in the thick of it. Fox with nothing but net.
And just like that, the Airs take the lead. The Phi want to talk about it. Just giving up a few easy looks on the defensive side of things. Too much space, too much time for Foxwell on that three.
Well, he averages 36.83 minutes per game. That's third in the league, just behind Webster and Gibson for the Jets. He has had a massive workload. But back to Jack Andrew, you're totally right. 5 years at the Nuggets. The man's originally from Ormadu, so it's not too dissimilar seeing him in this kind of yellow. We did see him with the Nuggets beforehand. But I just think you're right, he's in a team where he's able to excel a little bit more, and the players outside him have been able to adjust to his game too.
Yeah, they have, and I think they've done a great job of putting the ball in positions where he wants it, getting it to places where they know he can score. And speaking of scoring, get yourself some Waitomo Mula now.
Win some free fuel. I mean, you're going to need that for your drive back to Hamilton after this.
I absolutely will, and there's at least 2 Waitomos on my trip home. And I could use the free fuel. We all know free fuel is key these days.
So the score is now 19 points to the Phi and 23 points to the Airs. We are still.
So the score currently is the Airs leading the Phi by 4 points. They've outscored them 9-3 so far in the second quarter.
This 2-3 zone from the Airs, just making things indecisive in the Phi's offense.
Yeah, so steps back for the three. Drops into the hands of Carmen Poto. Foxwell. To Fletcher. Gave the fake first, then decided to fire it away. Brooke gets tangled up with Carmen Poto, but Hopoi comes away with it.
Thought he was going to pull that one. I was going to say, how versatile is Kara Hopoi. Bairstow on the rim.
The bounce was unkind for Bairstow. So back in the hands of Foxwell. Pulls up off the off-balance shot on the one leg, because one good leg. This time he tries to accelerate. Puts in the pirouette. Gets it to Fletcher. Has Pero Hunt on him.
That was good awareness from Fletcher. Had to make something happen out of nothing. Pero Hunt, Fletcher got a piece of it.
Davison collects the crumbs. What's it go? And how did Pero Hunt steal that one?
Honestly, I think Colin Davison was thinking the same thing.
Bairstow gets it to drop finally. Obviously, with the likes of Jones and Zana missing. Bairstow, with all his experience, needing to stand up.
That was a great little inverted screen by Carlin Davison for DKP. Just there, DKP has a good handle with the ball. He's a bigger body. He can bully his way to the basket and does just that to get himself to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line on that play.
He may be a bully on the court, but off the court, he's a big softie. I saw this week that actually just yesterday he was volunteering at the food bank with some of his teammates. Love to see it. And shout out to the Taranaki Airs social media team because they are really killing the game. I'm loving the content that they're putting up. It's pretty funny.
Did you see, and this has to be my favorite thing I've seen on socials, is the Airs doing their Zumba class?
Yes. They were there with all the grannies and they were enjoying it, and that's what you like to see with these teams out there in the community, from the food banks and the Zumba classes. Just enjoying it.
Right, and that's what I want to see. The moves on the court and the moves they've got off the court. Good work by the Airs socials.
Farahad to Thompson. Jim Brooke again. The more movement is pretty frenetic for the fight. Pays dividends through Hunt. Sometimes they almost look a little bit frazzled.
Yeah, I mean, Cruz has got such a good three-point shot. You have to respect it. And opens him up, getting into the paint as Jalen Duran gets to a spot he loves. Good rebound by Andrew.
Just gets underneath the wingspan of Hopoi there, does Andrew. You don't want Duran to get hot too for the years, because we have seen him twice this year, getting his career high in 29 points on 2 occasions when he was playing for the Indian Panthers. Now found his home back at the Airs, where he used to play in 2017, and miscommunication there. I think he thought Andrew was waiting for the ball.
Yeah, tried to hit that guard lifting on the wing. But the Phi with an opportunity to claw away at this Airs lead.
Boucher trying to bring some energy off the bench. Masters forced to do a lot of moving, but just going on his own was Hunt. Couldn't get anywhere. Looks back to the officials, but I don't think there was anything wrong with anything there. Boucher gets up high for the rebound. Masters plants his feet, shoots, fires, and scores. Masters.
Those are his spots. He likes it in the corners. He likes it in the wings. He likes it anywhere outside the three-point line. Makes no mistake on this 3-ball. Look at that follow-through. Pure from Masters.
On that game we saw a couple of weeks ago, it was very even. And then the Airs all of a sudden got out to a big lead, and the Phi worked themselves back into it. But at the moment, both teams keeping each other at arm's length.
Yeah, both of these teams would have a very similar scout from last time. Masters, though, did not play that game. So he's someone that I'm sure they'll be talking about in this timeout.
Airs have done well in the second quarter. The second chance points after the first. They had none. Now they're up to 5.
And look at that, Anzac Rossetto in the mix, not suited up today, but still very active and involved in that timeout, communicating with his teammates. He's going to be a big piece to this Phi squad. They could really use a big man inside.
Oh, massive pickup for them, as well as Sean Murphy to come too.
And a different look than the bigs they currently have. Hopoi and Denham obviously can play outside like those face-ups to the basket. Rossetto will be a more traditional big.
Looking forward to seeing him on court when he does come. A bit of a mix-up there. Looks like Fletcher just got himself tangled with the defense. Bairstow lost control of that one.
We'll have a look at Fletcher when we get back down to the end, but that was good defense by Masters to step up, cut him off. And once again, the Whai pouncing on the loose ball.
Well, not finishing either, but Masters tidies up. Fletcher looks to have recovered. Thompson. Shot clock running out, has to let that one go. And Duran called for that one.
Yeah, too much. Think he was holding him inside. We see Foxwell holding up 2. They might go to a zone here. Thompson with that quick turnaround, and you could see Jalen Duran just pulling the Whai to the ground.
Bairstow almost looked like he didn't know what to do with it. He had space to put a shot up, but then gave it to Thompson, who really wasn't expecting it. Bit of confusion on the court there too. Just a bit of an untidy game from both teams in different respects. Thompson, wanting to go quickly, decides to get it out to Masters, who has been shooting well from outside the perimeter, but couldn't convert that one either.
Yeah, a little bit of a heat check for Masters on that 3. Telfer in the lane.
Just glided through there, put the ball up in the air, made his way through elusively. Brook bounce pass in to Bairstow. Matt Lacey not happy that he didn't get a call there, but I thought the no whistle was good. Davison goes up, and again, both teams just cannot seem to get the ball in the hoop.
You know, we've seen both teams miss a few bunnies at the rim.
Game's just missing a little bit of energy right now.
It is, and Denham-Brook called for the offensive foul on that screen. He'll take a seat and think about it.
Both quarters have been low scoring. I mean, the first quarter was 16-14 to the Whai. And in this second quarter, it's currently 15-10 to the Airs. Kamapoto back on to the court. Big height mismatch under there. Tara Hunt thought he was in his cylinder. Mikey Graham disagreed.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much.
I don't know how much straighter he could have got there.
Right, and you can't do much else on DKP. We'll have another look at it. Cruz Parrott Hunt, a lot of body down low. He was straight up at the end, but maybe the body contact prior is what the referees are seeing. But I also like that look from the Airs, going inside, going to their big men. That's where they have the advantage, is on the block.
Well, they do have the height advantage tonight.
Yeah, they do, and we saw it play out in the Rapid League that way. DKP makes that one.
I think just an issue with the game clock. So the Airs with that 4-point lead at the moment. Boucher and Bairstow working in tandem. Boyd tried to set the screen. Tara Hunt. He was shooting well when they last played each other. Tara Hunt got a couple of good three-point shots away. Hopoi trying to show some versatility. Carmen Poto on the defensive board. Foxwell. Taufa, and here goes the big man again, gets it to the other big man, and Jack Andrew, and left a bunny again.
Yeah, really unfortunate there. Great pass by DKP and good off-ball movement from Andrew to get himself in that lane. Crew Spirit Hunt trying to make something happen.
The inaccuracies for both teams have been massive tonight, both offensively and defensively. Tara Hunt going forward and Adam giving away the foul.
Crew Spirit Hunt determined to get his feet in the paint right now. Doing a good job of getting in there. Can he reward himself?
What do both teams need to do to get a little bit more momentum? Because I feel like we are just stop, start, stop, start. Yes, there's been quite a bit of whistle, but it just hasn't been flowing smoothly.
Yeah, and I think the defense on both ends have been doing a good job disrupting plays, making them change sets, taking them away from things that they usually get to. So do have to give credit there on that side. But you're right, just those little bunnies, can they slow down? Can they really balance themselves, play off 2 feet inside, get some better looks? We see the Whai in a 2-3 zone here.
Telfer, no look pass to Davison. He dishes it down to Fletcher. And it will be the Whai ball.
37 seconds to go in this half. Both teams still have their BNZ player timeout, so watch for that there. But do the Whai choose to go for a 2-for-1 here or slow it down?
Stowe has Jack Andrew on him, decides to go on his own. Gets a slap on the wrist for it too.
And a crafty screen from Denham-Brook there. Set him up, screening with his back to the ball. Don't often see that.
20 seconds left in the first half, a low-scoring first half to kickstart the Sal's NBL in round 9. Tara Hunt inaccurate. Brooke hits the deck, almost looked like he got a hair pull. Bairstow went soaring.
He hurt us.
Yeah, he hit the deck hard.
He hurt us. He said, "You haven't seen enough finishing? Let me get up on this one." Love that take from him. He brought the big out, retreated out to the three-point line, pulled that big away from the basket, as you see here, crosses him up, gets up on the rim, met by the high flyers, Davison and Fletcher from the ears.
That's what we want to see more of, because he is a big body. He's 6'6". He's a tall man. He just needs to be a bit more aggressive when going to the rim. He could draw fouls like that all night.
Right, let's see that some more. Bairstow, a big, tall guard for the Whai, playing that point position, getting things going. Will take a seat. Get to watch the rest of this quarter unfold from the bench.
Get your tickets to the big game, scan that QR code and register your community group, your basketball team, anyone to go and watch some of these games. They are happening all across the country, from Eventfinder Stadium in Tamaki Makaurau all the way down to ILT Stadium in Southland. I was in Southland last weekend enjoying some blue cod. Unfortunately, no Sharks games on last weekend, but good to see the Tall Blacks get that win in the third game against Australia. And as I said, there are games in almost every region, so get on down and register. Better yet, buy some tickets and go and support.
Right, and don't forget to take your Sal's Pizza with you. Good ball movement from the ears.
And that has been the tale of this game so far. We've had some good looks, some great shooting, but just not being able to drop down through the net.
And did the Whai call this BNZ player timeout in time?
I think they did.
They did.
I think they did. Give them a second. Let's see how much they do give them.
Right, I saw a lot of eye contact when they caught that ball going the ref's away. We'll see what they come up with 1 second to go.
Looking at the Chemist Warehouse stats at the moment, it's very low scoring. Bruce Hunt, the only player in double digits in the first half with 11. Jack Andrew, Fletcher and Masters all on 6 apiece. And that will call time on the first half. An anticlimactic end to the game, and it has really struggled to find some real groove. I mean, the music has been hissing, but not so much the groove on the court. But it is the Airs, 30 points to 29, leading the Whai. Don't go anywhere. We will dissect all the Chemist Warehouse stats after this.
It is now time to go and have a break, or go for a movie, or grab yourself a drink, and do that other good stuff that is at the time of a break. But so what we're going to do now, can I introduce an award-winning type of guy? And it's me. So my name is King Kapisi, guys. I've got a Queen's honor, all that type of thing. But the main thing is I'm here to support and represent for the musicians of this country. So I'm going to sing a song. Is it alright if I sing a song? Is it cool if I sing a song? I am going to sing a song. So, if we could make sure that I'm going to stand over here, make sure that I can hear myself. So is everyone alright on this side? Are we good on this side? Yay! How about on that side? Are we good on that side? Hey! Okay. So are you ready? Please, if you can drop that song. We'll have to turn it up just a little bit. Hold on. Wait. Hello, we good? Okay, just let me start that out again. Once again, I'll start myself again. Okay. Let me just start myself again. Let me start again. Are you guys ready? I'm going to sing a song. Is that cool? Okay, here we go. Okay, friends. Hey, count the boys to raise up. Cause you see the boot ball for rip the stage up. When we rock, y'all. It goes on and on. It goes on and on. Yeah. Cause you count the boys to raise up. They're gonna stir up. Okay. You guys ready? Clap your hands. Yo, yeah. Up above the pancake, the brain drops. Static in inside the British with the brain pop. How in the hell we're traveling, that's why we stay hard. Remain calm. Double beats and napalm. We ain't going up like gas in our anthems. Trying to next to the native city plankton. Like rock up our routine expansion. Just in front of you on my brain, no in a happen. Check my population, you're playing yourself. And your real base station. Bring the beat from hunger, but balance aching. You the only pump up in this traffic. Put on the work, producing it, finish. Yeah, no way to stop it, no way to prevent it. Too hot to kill like the chronicles of Riddick. We sign the cities, stuff the kill is gone. Tell the boys to raise up, cause these are the look the same shot, but we rock, y'all. It goes on and non-stop, y'all. Everybody clap your hands. This is how the boys to raise up. Look the same shot. Okay? Let's do it. Listen up. Make you one slave on my temple sings this instrumental. It's like an MC banging in your mental. My credentials is too much to handle. Break it down nice and simple.
No, my Hukima, welcome back to Mercury Baypark Arena, where it's a King Kapisi show at the moment. And the basketball is taking second place to the tunes at present, but it is myself and Crystal Ledger Walker with you. And let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats. After the first half, a very low scoring half. 30-29, the Airs with the lead. It was the Whai who led after the first quarter, 16-14. Hunt, the only player in double digits. Talk us through this, Crystal.
Yeah, not very often do we see only one player in double figures, but key points The Airs, 22 points in the paint to, sorry, the Phais, 22 points in the paint to the Airs, 10. Did I get that the wrong way? I think I did. Apologies there. 22 points in the paint for the Airs, dominating inside, and the Whai, 10 points in the paint. Blocks, 2 for Hopoi, 2 for Fletcher, and just a lot of stats all over the place. Those points have me all muddled up. Excuse me mixing that up there, but 3 steals for the Whai. That's something that has been a key difference in this game, is the active hands from the Whai, the defense getting all over the ball in the lanes, coming up with a lot of deflections, and the Airs have struggled to really find their way offensively.
There's been a lot of changes in these teams, but also in the league. There's no Froling for the Airs and the Whai. No Jones, no Zana, no Lewis, no Bazant, who has an eye injury. He was a late withdrawal from this game, and it's been very disjointed. So hopefully the coaching staff have identified what needs to change, and we have a much improved second half, Crystal.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw the Airs coaches speak before this game, and they said whoever would win would be the team that's able to make the most adjustments in game, because they have had so many changes over that break. So it will be interesting to see who can make adjustments coming out of the half.
Low scoring game, 30 points to 29 at the visiting team. The Airs leading the Whai. Don't go anywhere, because we have the second half coming up right after this from Mercury Baypark in Tauranga.
My head. Okay, so paper, rock, scissors. Do you know how to play paper, rock, scissors? Paper, rock, scissors. What's your name? Stacey and Shulamai. Everybody say hello, Stacey and Shulamai. Okay, are you ready? So do you know how to play paper, rock, scissors? Paper, rock, scissors, then bang. Paper, rock, 3, bang. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? On the 4th, we're going to drop it. Okay, you guys ready? $200 worth from Whitehall. Are you ready? Please make some noise for these 2 players. Are you ready? Paper, rock, scissors, bang. So 1 over this side. Are you guys ready? We've got 1 on this side. Here we go. Paper, rock, scissors, bang. Okay, again. Paper, rock, scissors, bang. Okay, so 1 on this side. We've got 1 each. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. Paper, rock, scissors, bang. And we've got 2. And we've got 1 on this side. Are you guys liking this? So sorry if you can't see it over there, but catch by. 2, 1 to Stacey and 1 to Shulamai. Are you ready? Paper, rock, scissors, bang. Okay. So it's 2 all now, 2 all. 2 all. So this is, hey man, you're the best scorekeeper. This guy's like a man. Hey. Okay. Concentrate. Concentrate. It's very important. Okay, you ready? Paper. Okay, you guys ready? Okay. Paper, rock, scissors, bang. Oh, okay. So we have, please make some noise for Shulamai. And Stacey will get you a basketball, so we appreciate you. Thank you very much, Stacey. So please make some noise for Shulamai. So, come on. So I'm going to give away a singlet for the best mana wave at the moment. So I'm going to grab the singlet, excuse me. I'm just going to walk myself over to the desk and grab the singlet. And hopefully, yes, sir. Thank you very much. And this is, what size is it? The size is small. So it will be, so if you guys stand there, everyone just stand there and don't have to worry because I can see everyone. Give me your best mana wave, please. Mana wave. Best mana wave. The best mana wave, please. Okay, Mike, we cannot enter into this competition because we work for the people. Yes, we can. Okay, mana wave. And I've seen the best mana wave that I like at the moment. Can we keep on going? Mana waves.
Welcome back to Mercury Baypark in Tauranga, and it is the Whai trailing by 1 point to the Airs, and it's good to see the crowd coming out here. And how good does she look, Crystal Ledger Walker? Obviously got herself some gear off the merch page.
Yeah, how good. The face is done. She's got her pink matching bag. She's got her little balloon dog to go with it. You name it, she's got it.
She's all pink and blue. She's all in for the Whai tonight, hoping that they get a win to propel themselves into that top 6 and get their season on track. We are in round 9, and every single game is so important now. The Whai, as we mentioned beforehand, just sitting outside in 8th place. 5 wins, 6 losses. The Airs, 6 wins, 4 losses. And the Airs, though, still yet to play a few games. And you yourself can get some merch by scanning that QR code. And, okay, Crystal, I know that you kind of already play for the Kahoo, so you have to say you like their merch, but if you had to pick another team to rock the merch, who would it be?
You know whose Rapid League uniforms I really like? Top 2 would be the Bulls Lavender.
Yeah.
Love that. And then also the Nuggets with the plaid or the flannel little pattern in their uniforms. Those are definitely my top 2. How about you?
I like the Whai colours, man.
These ones or the Rapid?
Rapid. Oh, they're all good. So, yeah, scan that QR code. Support more than one team.
Right, get the whole set.
Get
Be
a new
true
singlet
fan.
for every single day of the week.
Pick your favorite player from each team.
Over 20, sorry, my bad. Over 20, if you are over
Crystal, if you are Matt Lacey, what are you saying to this Whai team?
Yeah, I'll be telling us to get back to our sets. Let's get some points on the board, because both teams right now, that is where they are struggling. On that offensive side of things, just can't put things away. They're getting a lot of great looks. They're getting to the rim easy enough, but just not flushing it home in that first half. Hopefully they had some R-line, whatever their drinks are, and they're feeling good in this second.
Scan that QR code, join in on the fun with the mix and pick. And a lot of people, despite how close it is, still really backing the Airs for a landslide win.
So fans, the score is now 29 points. There's only 1 point in it, final.
It's because all the Whai fans are at the game. They're locked in. They're fired up on their home court.
Everybody say, oh!
You can hear them. King Kapisi's got them going.
Just love that. The game day, the different game day experiences you can get all across the league. I know these Airs players are missing their avalanche stomps in their home court. Foxwell off the backboard on that one.
Unable to get the second opportunity as well, but they will still have the ball. The Airs, not the start they would have wanted, and it's been the story of the game. It has been inaccuracies from both teams, just not being able to finish opportunities that have presented themselves.
Yeah, and if you just tuned into this game, Foxwell did tweak his right ankle or foot earlier, so playing with that injury.
Fletcher finally breaks the seal. Gets a shot in, extending the lead to 3 points. Bearso wants to go quick. That's better stuff, and that's what we want to see more of. Let's ignite the game a bit, bring a bit of tempo.
Yeah, and that's just his 5th point of the game. We've seen him create a lot of things offensively, but good to see him getting the finish on that one as well. Fletcher, long steps around the defense.
Jet Thompson does well to come flying in, keep that ball in court. Bairstow was unmarked. Need to finish those ones when you're presented the opportunity. Davison. So Carmen Porto, big height mismatch, does well to get underneath Bairstow as well. Just held up the shot fast enough and accelerates down the court to do his job on defense.
And we spoke about that in the first half. That is a great look for the Airs. They have that mismatch most times with DKP on the block.
Besto's having to do a mountain of work today. Hopoi well and truly short. How was that from Vera Hunt? But it falls into the hands of Anderson.
Oh, great pass.
Yes, threading it through to Jack Andrew. Just a good line to run. They need to get off the bodies a bit more, which is exactly what Jack Andrew did there.
Yes, and once again, the Airs inside. Up to 26 points in the paint for them.
Thompson. What about it? It's it to Vera Hunt.
Oh, good hands by Fletcher. Able to sweep down on that ball, DKP.
Oh, that is a highlight reel for sure. DKP and Carlin Davison giving us a show.
Off the backboard. Does that count as an assist, surely?
We knew something was cooking because I haven't seen DKP bring the ball up that quickly with such excitement. And then when he left it on the board for Davison, oh, I want to see that again and again and again.
Great awareness from DKP. Look here, gives a little look, throws it up, and the slam home by Davison.
Masters goes high. Finishes that one too. This is the tempo we're talking about. Davison throws it down back to back.
Oh, now he's logged in.
Oh, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking.
Just needed someone to throw it up off the glass for him. Reaches on that, doesn't get it.
And that's when you talk about energy. Your team feeds off it. You can see that Carlin Davison, he's feeling himself now. He's feeling good. That was a nice pass too. Jack Andrew just couldn't bring it back in. DKP, well, with Run DMC playing in the background, you got to get excited.
Yeah, these Airs players, they're feeling good. The energy's high. They've had some really crafty, pretty plays on the offensive end. The Phi, wanting to talk about it, 4 points to start that third quarter.
The Airs have come out all guns blazing in this third quarter. This is what we want to see.
This is what we wanted to see. This is what the fans at home that are voting for the Airs wanted to see.
Thank you for staying with us, everyone. We've finally got a game of basketball.
Yes, and some very nice dunks thanks to the man, Davison.
Hyping up the crowd on the mic. We are joined by a hip-hop crew as they showcase their moves ahead of the national project.
He has been so good, Carlin Davison. See a local product on it. Plymouth boys. He's now gone to the highest level for his country, playing for the Tall Blacks. Scored 12 points in Game 3 against the Boomers. Really liked watching the way he's played. Obviously been a development player with the Breakers as well.
He's just a walking highlight reel. So much fun and excitement watching him play out on the court, especially when he gets in his bag and he starts really being creative with the ball in hand.
Saturday at the Tauranga waterfront.
It's just exciting to be around. You can feel off his energy off the court too. Got a spring and a step. The Phi looking to answer after that big scoring run from the Airs. Hopoi couldn't finish. DKP did well to clear out that lane, and there is that teamwork. Those two, like yin and yang right now.
Yeah, love the way DKP has come out in this half, doing a good job of using his body, creating space. We see Bestow deep in the lane with that signature fade.
That fadeaway was good from Bestow. Him and Davison obviously spent a lot of time together at the Breakers. Foxwell trying to bring themselves back into the game. Jack Andrew, as we mentioned, last time they played had 29 points. He's been well and truly kept at bay. Foxwell enters the chat again with a 3.
Yeah, to me, Hopoi was just a little bit too indecisive on that switch. Stayed back, wanted to meet him, but Foxwell made him pay.
Turnhut with the up fake. Masters. Oh, and then another steal, this time from Fletcher. And the Taranaki Airs are just dominating in this third quarter.
They came out on a mission. Fletcher right in those lanes.
But as Sam McKinnon said at halftime, it is working. Whatever was in those oranges, it was working. Besto, tough drive to the rim, leaves it behind, but will take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And they really need a momentum swing here, the Phi, because the Taranaki Airs are riding the high of those back-to-back Davison dunks.
Besto, the solo import tonight for the Phi. He was the best player for the Phi scoring-wise the last time these two teams met, with 22 points. Tonight, he only has 7 so far. Make that 8.
Well, the Airs have outscored the Phi 19 points to 7 in this third quarter. It looks like they're having a bit more fun out there too. Oh, the Airs. Still a game loaded with inaccuracies though. And turnovers, missed shots from both teams. Onto the court and looking for a 3-ball was Exeter. Oh boy, his Masters there. Gets it to Besto, who's had to carry a lot of the workload tonight. Besto was open, decided to drive.
Good pass.
Oh, what a pass to Boucher. Still had to do the finish too, which hasn't been easy tonight, as we've seen.
No, it hasn't, but a great screen, great roll, and good work from Boucher to really get in that gap for Besto.
Exeter to Andrew, back out to Exeter. Davison with the quick hands. Andrew again has left quite a few of those at the basket this evening.
Yeah, he shook his head after that one, knew he should have made it. Parrott Hunt for 3, can't connect, but the Airs doing a good job of moving the basketball right now.
Quite a few players have been off with their shooting tonight. The Phi currently sitting at 27% from the field, well below their average. Hopoi using every centimetre of that wingspan. He's wide open under there. And the most nonchalant dunk we've seen from Mr. Hopoi, but it does enough to get them back into this game.
And well deserved from Hopoi. Got the steal on one end, ran hard, came up with nobody on him. Watch that here, a lot of miscommunication by the Airs, but Hopoi able to flush it down underneath. The Phi are back within 8.
Don't forget the highlight show on Tuesdays. And I can tell you with 100% certainty that Davison will feature on that highlight show.
Man, what weeks doesn't he? Always giving us something special to talk about, to watch, to get excited about.
What have the Airs done differently to let them get this lead?
They went to DKP inside early. They've had some great paint touches. They've picked up their efforts defensively, got out in some lanes, picked some pockets, got out in transition. And I think that gave them a lot of energy, a lot of momentum to really stay positive, keep the ball moving, and keep putting it in the hoop.
Phi still well and truly in this game, but it's just felt like it's been a hard slog when it didn't need to be. There's been plenty of opportunities for both teams, but they're just allowing the other team to keep in touch.
Yeah, the Airs can't quite really pull away right now. The Phi go back to this 2-3 zone. They have had some success.
Well, DKP just loses the handle on that one. Boucher looking for his options. Masters to Besto up the top. See Parrot Hunt waiting out on that right corner. Bairstow with the floater.
He's got going in the second half. Good work from Bairstow. And again, we see this 2-3 zone from the Whai.
You can see DKP trying to disrupt that zone and onto the court. Exeter with an excellent three.
And they needed that, their third three of this ball game.
Oh boy, to Bairstow, and then just plucking it out from the passing lane was Calvin Portal. Carlin Davison was looking for highlight reel number 3. Just mistimed the jump there. Parrot Hunt needs to convert this, does exactly that, and stares down the Ayers bench too. It's getting spicy.
It is getting spicy. The Whai averaged 10 threes per game. That is now their 5th.
Saw Bazant in that shot beforehand. He's out with an eye injury. Hopefully back soon. And there's a whole lot of contact there, which was not seen. As with that one too. But Masters did get the whistle.
The Masters left Fletcher in the dust with that drive. Check it out on replay. Cruz Parrot Hunt's 3 and the stare down.
Parrot Hunt from the same position. Hawkboy. Well, he's got the height mismatch, decided against it. Oh, just opened up like the Dead Sea for Parrot Hunt.
Great little fake on that drive there. Got Foxwell to bite.
So we've seen both teams have some good scoring runs and then come to a bit of a lull. Oh boy, yeah, collected the hand there, you could see it. So Fletcher will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Great drive from Fletcher, getting himself in there. And just the luxury of having hang time. Cruz Parrot Hunt, watch this little fake. Got them. Easy 2. Cruz Parrot Hunt still leading the way with points scored. He's got 16 now.
Just him making the ball do the work for him. I mean, the fake, he sold it so well.
He's had some crafty moments in this game.
I think beforehand, last time we did a Whai game together, we talked about how much swag Bazant plays with. I think a little bit of that's rubbing off on Parrot Hunt.
Oh, it's absolutely contagious. You see it, the swag, the confidence they play with. Hopefully, some of his clutch shots rubbed off on some Whai teammates as well. They might need that down the stretch.
A lot of hesitation there for Boucher. No one really providing themselves there as an option on offense. Bairstow again. He is working overtime tonight.
Good defense from the Ayers.
Moving the ball around the ears, trying to manipulate the space on defense. But as you say, that 3-2 zone working for them. Behind the back, no-look pass from DKB. It almost worked out, but Andrew wasn't expecting it either. It's one thing to fool the defense, but he fooled the offense too.
That was a crafty pass. You're right, Andrew wasn't ready for it. Exeter pressing up the court. Too eager on that one. But Boucher too, great job getting his hands in there.
I do like what Boucher does defensively. He knows how to read the game well. He can anticipate some of the next moves as he did there. Parrot Hunt, tough finish, and he is pulled up. Not okay.
It definitely looks a little ginger from that contact absorbed. But he also shoot the free throws first. Look at this drive. Gets into his body. And yeah, just fell a little bit funny.
It's the way he landed, wasn't it? and converts on the and one. So again, we are back to a 2-point deficit.
The zone really working for the Whai, forcing the Airs to move the ball around.
Maxwell to Fletcher. It's a long-ranging three for Fletcher. And just like that, the third quarter is done and dusted. 51 points to 53. It is a 2-point ball game. The Airs adding one more point to their deficit over the Whai. Don't go anywhere because the last quarter of this game is coming right on up after this.
Jump back and get a piece of a bucket and then come back and get a piece of the voucher. Okay, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Score the bucket. Score the bucket. Hey, come back and get a piece of pizza. Okay. Interesting, because one piece of pizza. Yep, there you go. And then come back and score another basket. Here we go. Lamps all good too, any type of thing. So come closer, come closer. Yeah, so good. Don't worry about it. The main thing is we're here to, what are we here to do, friends? We're here to have fun. Hey, there we go. And here we go, friends. We're going to go for about another 20 seconds. 20 seconds to go. 20, 19, hey, 18, 17, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and so fans, please put your hands together for these two young players. I like it, I like it. They got buckets and they got pizza. That's what I'm talking about. So fans, it is the last fourth quarter, fans. So fans,
Welcome back to Tauranga, where it is the Taranaki Airs leading the Whai, 53 points to 51, a low-scoring occasion, but there have been plenty of highlights, particularly by those two men on screen there, DKP and Carlin Davison. We've got 10 minutes left for the Whai to push through and try and collect a win. Pero Hunt, lovely transition between the hands there. Gets a second chance opportunity too, thanks to the rebound of Denham-Brooke.
Yeah, great follow by Denham-Brooke, and Crew Spirit Hunt really came alive in the second half of that third quarter, got himself going, so no surprise they run a play for him there.
Carmen Poto with a Boucher on him. Couldn't get it to drop.
Touched every bit of that rim but couldn't go in. DKP working really hard. Obviously the Airs trying to get some things going in the paint against that zone.
Bairstow off the court and having a much-deserved rest. He has worked tirelessly. Denham-Brooke loses his footing, almost got a great finish. Not to beat. So Foxwell brings it up the court. Carmen Poto has the ball stolen by Masters.
Great hands by Masters. There's not much you can do against DKP. You're not going to move his body, so you've got to have quick hands and get the ball when he brings it down low.
All squared up here in the last quarter. Both teams needing to make a play. Thompson has Davison on him. Brooke with the switch up with Pero Hunt. Boucher bounces off, tries to make himself an offensive option. And again, just rolling around the room, going everywhere but the bottom of the net. Davison has Thompson there to stop him from going quickly. Foxwell pushes the pace, gets a whistle.
Great drive from Foxwell on his strong hand. We know he loves going on that left.
Fouls on Sana Masters.
No surprise that Carlin Davison is leading the MVP voting. Scan that QR code and join in on the fun. Good to see DKP, Tom Kaman-Poto up there as well. Cruz Hunt on Foxwell. Jack Andrew and Sean Bairstow must be on 0.something% to be up there, but he has worked tirelessly tonight. Deserves a bit more than that.
Absolutely, and this Ayers defense has been making them work too. Look at Davison getting out, Foxwell fighting over that screen.
Oh, Hunt staring down the referees, and I think he's justified there. I'm sure there was plenty contact. Foxwell, though, goes down the other end, gets the end one play. Got to feel filthy about that one if you're Cruz Hunt.
Yeah, he won't be happy about that. Pretty similar take. But look at that, getting on his left hand again. Little rugby tuck at the end to keep the ball safe and gets the finish. The Ayers going on a little bit of a run here.
Owen Foxwell with the basket.
Ayers pushing that lead out to 5. Masters getting the shove from behind from Foxwell. Bairstow back out on the court. He was surveying the options, wasn't many coming to him. Brook steps back for the triple. Goes into the hands of Andrews. And there's the finish as well, coming in from Fletcher. But DKP's looked quick tonight. I have seen him go from offense to defense very quickly. He's getting up court. He's been doing the shuttles.
He is the first person down the floor, but that is where the Ayers really thrive, is in that offensive transition. As soon as they get a steal, they're outrunning, their heads are up. Foxwell, the best assister in the game. But that's not looking good from the 5.
Looks like Masters. Never good to see someone needing to be carried off like that. I don't know if assister is the right word, Crystal. I don't even know if that is a word.
Yeah, don't quote me. I'm not
You're out
an
here
English
you're being
major.
like Casey Frank right now, making up words.
Right, stick-to-itiveness, is that his signature?
But you are right.
Casey
Number
Frank's
one.
going to blow up my phone with like 500 words that I've said wrong over the season. Let's not go there.
You are right. Foxwell is number 1 in assists in the competition right now. Averages 8.7 a game, 79 in total. But he has had a quiet game for his standards tonight. You'd almost say most people have. Hunt, though, is at 21 points. He is carrying the Spy team.
Yeah, he's been good, leading them in points, leading them in rebounds. He also has 8 rebounds. We are on double-double watch for Cruz Hunt.
Yes, so yes, it's a Hunt. Lovely handles, but just getting tapped out was Carlin Davison, getting a hand to the ball there. Fighting for the rebound. Who else? It was Hunt that batted it into the hands of Bairstow. They get another opportunity here, the fight, to close down that 7-point lead. Again, no one nominating themselves to go to the rim, so Jet Thompson has to do it himself. Almost gets a nice finish. But just a lack of awareness of the shot clock there, Crystal.
Yeah, it ended up being a rush shot, but I liked the pace they were playing with. Really sprinting with their cuts, sprinting into screens and coming off hard. Let's see what Davison can come up with. And he's upset, wanted that call as well.
So the Ayers have pushed this lead out once more to 9. Kaman-Poto harassing Boucher. Foxwell giving up the call against Hopoi.
And the 5 might have got lucky there, I think. Jaden Boucher might have travelled.
Fouls on number 30, Owen Foxwell.
when he picked the ball up, but the refs missed it, and the Whai will have another chance with the clock reset at 14.
Looking for options. Just going himself for the 3 ball. He hasn't had much success.
And that's a good call by our Baypark officials there. Fletcher definitely holding Hopoi. You could see he was giving him a half little bear hug down there.
Besto 0 from 3 beyond the perimeter. It's been a tough slog on offense in this sequence of play. Hopoi though, finally doing what a big boy does, getting his arm up.
Beautiful move, beautiful spin back to the middle because he was running out of real estate along that baseline. Good finish for the Whai.
Seven seconds left on the shot clock. The step back, he's so silky smooth with that one.
He is, and bouncy with that step back, getting right up into his jumper.
Carmen Porto doing a great job on Boucher just to shut down those options. And again, the defensive work on Fletcher. And look at that man go down court. Carmen Porto, he's been putting in the mahi.
He is. He's playing a little bit of point guard with the through the legs there.
Davison wants to go toe-to-toe with Boucher. Can't get it on the fadeaway that time. Boucher comes up with the board.
Foxwell trying to slow that one down, picks up his 3rd personal foul.
Subbing in is number 10, Dennis Brooks.
And their team is up to 4 team fouls. So something that is will want to keep an eye on. And the Whai, they could attack right now, really draw some fouls, get themselves to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line for some easier points.
Hopoi, better aggression from Hopoi. Couldn't get the finish, but he will go to the free throw line.
Man, how lucky is the University of Valpo to get him? Sure, he's going to absolutely thrive in that NCAA system. Look at that take, so hard to stop with the long reach around Andrew.
Nice shot coming in as well from Hopoi. As you said, he is going to go from strength to strength in the NCAA system. He's already at 6'7". Made his debut for the Tall Blacks last year in November. Got a couple minutes off the bench against Taiwan at just 18 years old.
And we always hear about his dad as the player, but how about his dad as the coach? Saw him over the weekend coaching the Tauranga under-18 boys team.
Nice. And a nice shot too. That is the 2nd one in the game for Exeter. That is the injection you want from your bench.
Yeah, way to come off hot. The 4th 3-pointer for the Airs. The Whai slowing things down.
Smothering them on defense, really. Not giving them an option. Davison with a bounce pass to Exeter.
Oh, and I thought that might have gone off Bairstow's foot. And
I thought so too.
Davison agrees with us.
I mean, I'm not the best at lip reading, but I think I know what he said there.
Yeah, we won't repeat that. We won't repeat that on air. But hey, we did say Davison was one of the most exciting players to watch.
Everyone's going to stand here and everyone's going to shoot at the same time.
MVP rankings. Davison still well and truly ahead. Carmen Porto in there. Perahad, Andrew Bairstow and Foxwell.
Is going to win the $200. Are you guys ready?
Now, we've spoken about some changes in these teams tonight, but how about changes right throughout the league? I mean, I was really tuned in and interested on the socials, seeing everyone moving around, the new signings we have coming in. Is there anyone you want to speak to?
I think it's cool to see the Prince of Porirua back. I love watching him play. He's been playing over in Finland, I believe. I just love watching him shoot. So the Saints are very lucky, as if they needed even more. What about you, Crystal?
Yeah, I mean, I think he was a great get for the Saints, really going to uplift their squad. Jordan Hunt for the Bulls, another big get. And how about potentially the biggest signing in that break, Luther Muhammad, going to the Tuatara. Losing Dave O'Hickey, though, that's also a really massive loss for them.
There have been quite a few losses, including Froling, which we've mentioned a couple of times. He was the leading scorer for the Airs.
Yeah, leading scorer, one of their best rebounders. They've definitely missed him in that sense tonight, missed him on the glass, and missed him being able to slow down someone like Kara Hopoi, now up to 9 points.
All I can say is that the games over the next few weeks are going to be interesting to see all these players coming in and out and changing around. Besto. Well, that was a nice finish off the glass. At the angle, that one. How tack.
It was, and the Airs will be upset about that one off a free throw.
Foxwell, deep three-point attempt. Oh, Davison comes soaring through.
Man, how did he get that one? A lot of FI jerseys around that rebound. Doesn't matter for Davison coming through the lane.
Number 9 for the Xavier Adams.
Brings a lot of energy to this Airs team. Hits the extra point too, does Davison. So back to that 10-point lead. The Airs still keeping in touch though. So the fight keeping in touch. Beso has Andrew Hopoi. Couldn't get there. Carmen Poto gets it to Adam onto the court, getting some minutes off the bench. Davison threaded his way through about 4 or 5 defenders and made it look so simple. That's not easy to do.
It's not. He looked like he was doing a drill at training with nobody on him. Too easy for Davison on that straight line drive.
Besto doing a mountain of work. Andrew does enough just to block the vision. Davison bring it up the court.
Davison and Andrew both recording double-doubles already here tonight. Davison 15 rebounds, 17 points. Can't get that assist to Andrew.
Almost saw another highlight reel there. Brooke can't find the bottom of the net, and the scoring has just been off for the FI this evening. Ranging between 25% to 32% from the field at any given time during this game. They'll be frustrated on their home court. They haven't been able to capitalize on opportunities. Carmen Poto. There were so many hands in that cookie jar.
There were so many hands, and I think it went on Jaden Boucher. I hate when refs make that call and they don't have, from what I saw, the angle to really see Boucher's hands on him. Obviously some past trauma I'm bringing up here, but yeah, Boucher I thought had a lot of ball, was a lot of body before that though. DKP going to work down low.
And I've enjoyed seeing DKP going down to the Airs. It's been around the league, been around for a while. Obviously with the Sharks, Rangers, the Bulls, over 120 NBL games come in Porto. No crazy hairstyles this year, though.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of colour in there. I know
Where's the colour?
I see a little bit of red if we, you know, get it in the right light. Boucher, unlucky on that take. But no, shout out to his partner who always keeps him looking fresh. Whai trying to apply some pressure. They come up with it.
Oh, they were looking for that fast break opportunity. And again, Davison, who else getting in to disrupt? Gets the ball back. Oh, there's the alley-oop play we were looking for. Jack Andrew. Finally, he's thinking.
Man, these big men for the Airs run the floor so well. Look at Davison, great vision. Andrew, no mistake on that dunk. Both Jack Andrew and DKP have had bigger roles tonight, not just because Froling is out, but we haven't even mentioned Quinton Bailey, who's also a big body that's usually in there. He's injured tonight, so great work from the bigs for the Airs so far.
Hopoi just rushing the shot there. And all of a sudden, the Airs have got themselves a 15-point lead. This does not represent the game that we have seen tonight. It has been a real arm wrestle. But they've just managed to pull away. Have the Taranaki Airs. Bairstow wanting to go quick, loses the handles when he's trying to get rid of Davison on defense. It's been a very error-ridden game.
It has. And we see one again just there. Can the Whai put some more points on the board? Cruz Perrott-Hunt off on that shot. And that's been the man that's really stepped up in the second half for me. Got his team going with some highlight plays, with some dunks, with some energy making plays in the second half. Carlin Davison doing it all. 17 points, 16 rebounds. And they don't even stat how many deflections he's had tonight.
No, he's been everywhere. Carlin Davison coming off the back of a good game as well for the Tall Blacks. I'm sure Judge Flavel's watching.
Sure he is, and I'm sure he's been impressed with what we see.
It's like Perrott-Hunt's just coming to the sidelines, succumbing to that injury about in the third quarter of the game. It just came off a bit funny. To see there, he's aggravated it. And without Bazant, without Perrott-Hunt, without Jones, and without Zana, things could get difficult for the Whai. But as you've mentioned, so good to see Rossetto back, and Sean Murphy will be here too for the Whai.
Yeah, they could have used them tonight for sure. The Whai did not go down very far on their bench, especially when Masters went out of the game. Just that depth, that experience that the Whai needed tonight when they couldn't get things going.
To meet the players and grab selfies and get autographs. It's your chance to connect with the team and be part of a FIBA immediately after the game.
Scan that QR code for the BNZ player timeout opportunity. Your ticket to the big game. Could be at the next game for the Airs if you're an Airs fan. And that will be next Wednesday. They'll be hosting the Bulls. It's always a good game, that one. Davison giving up the foul there. And well, for the Whai, next week they will host the Saints. Doesn't get any easier.
No, it doesn't. This is a stacked league. Everyone's reshuffled their teams, got pieces in that they want to work with, that they think can fit their system. It's going to be interesting to see how the run to the playoffs go from here on out.
Hopoi makes no mistake with that one. Hoiata had a great rapid league game, did Hoiata. Was successful from beyond the perimeter. Gets the ball knocked away there. 1.8 seconds left in the game. Plenty of discussion points for each of the coaches. Thompson tried to go for the half-court shot, not to be. And the full-time score here from Tauranga sees the Airs win 75 points to 62 over a Whai team. They put up a good fight in the first 3 quarters, but it was the Airs that were just too good. Off the back of a good team performance led by Carlin Davison with a double-double. Jack Andrew as well, double-double. Cruz Hunt doing the lion's share, as well as Bairstow for the fight. Davison, he increased tenfold with it's at 55%. More than half the people agreed watching this game that he was special. You can see there Bazant's eye, he's got an injury. Hope to see him back soon for next week. Talk us through these Chemist Warehouse stats.
Yeah, Cruz Hunt really got it going on the offensive end for the Whai. Tried to keep them in the ball game. Bairstow also had a heavy load with 13 points. Hopoi 11, but Davison really led the way with his 17 points. Fletcher 13, Foxwell also 13. And look at that, Davison cleaning up the boards as well. 18 rebounds. Talk about filling in for Froling on the glass, getting it done inside. And Jack Andrew as well with 13, the only double-digit rebounders in this game. Foxwell 5 assists. We're used to seeing his name at the top of the list. And Thompson and Bairstow sharing it around for the Whai, 3 apiece. 3 blocks for Hopoi, showed off his wingspan tonight. And Fletcher, 3 for him as well. He has hops. 4 steals for Davison, doing it all, being everywhere, getting the win for the Airs.
The Airs now go 7 wins and 4 losses, and the Whai 5 wins, 7 losses. No movement on the table, though. The Airs still stay in 5th. Tomorrow night is another game. Join us as the Hawks host the Giants from the Hawke's Bay, and then the Rams in Tuatara. That will be a very big game on Saturday. Always a lot of passion and emotion in that one. The Saints and the Jets too. Huge game between the neighbouring provinces. And the Bulls Giants on Sunday, as well as the Sharks and the Nuggets in a Southern Showdown on your Sunday evening. On behalf of Crystal, myself and all of the Sky Sport crew, we thank you for joining us on your Thursday night for a bit of hoops. We'll see you tomorrow night for a big game. The Hawks and the Giants, mā te wā.